Hi ZanniCorax. My name is Nils. I've just finished watching your response to Texas Sucks by The Amazing Atheist. I'm talking about the second video, of course, regarding the number of flags that you counted whilst you were returning from your drive. I think it's a very interesting commentary, and I find it fascinating because I live in England. I live in the United Kingdom. I have visited the US, the United States of America, on a number of occasions, and I have always been amazed, in a positive and negative manner, by the sheer number of flags that are being waved on a daily basis. Now, you mention something along the lines of 30 different flags, both Texan flag, state flags, and American national flags. And that pretty much reflects what I have witnessed during my visits, along with the sheer number of churches that you have there, but that's another issue altogether. Now, I live in the UK, as I said, and if you've ever visited the United Kingdom, you will probably realise that flags are quite discreet in number and also in location. Now, you will of course find flags being flown over, say for instance, Buckingham Palace in London, or around certain official areas of the capital. You might find them in certain smaller localities, and of course you will find individuals who may fly them for special occasions. I'm thinking specifically of football games, or as you call it, soccer games, where people will pull out the red and white flag of England, the Cross of St. George, and fly that in support of their football teams. Soccer again. But normally, other than on official buildings, and unfortunately in the hands of certain ultranationalists, and I'm talking about the British National Party and other fascist organisations that we have the misfortune of having to tolerate here in the UK, most people, and I must state most people, do not bother with the Union Jack, the flag of the United Kingdom. Now, the same of course goes for other countries in Europe. Mobile phone. And the same of course goes for other countries in Europe, for instance Belgium. Now, I was born in Belgium, grew up there, went to school there, did a year in university there, and I hardly ever saw a Belgian flag being flown. I did see it on the official buildings, and I did see it on, for instance, the King's birthday, which is a celebration that takes place there. But I hardly ever see it during the day. Just regular usage. You will never see it on bumper stickers. You will never see it on cars. It's not even on the number plate. Number plate in Belgium is just a boring old white background with red writing. There's no identifying mark there. And if you go further along, across Europe, Germany, Denmark, it's the same thing. It's very, very discreet. You won't see them on bumper stickers. You won't see people, other than on official holidays, official national holidays. So, for instance, when you go to Norway, on the 17th of May is the Independence Day, and everybody dresses up, and it's a very national holiday, but it's always very, very humble and very tongue-in-cheek even. And they will be wielding flags and waving and singing the national anthems and so forth. But on normal days, we're just walking down the street, you would be very lucky to see one flag other than on an official building. So my question to you is this. In the US, where flags are such a big part of the national construct of your society, why are they so present? Why do people feel the need to throw these in each other's faces constantly? Bearing in mind, of course, that the United States is a fairly enclosed country from a geographical point of view, why do people feel the need to wave these flags all along? Now, it's one thing to be proud of a country, and another thing to be overly proud of it, to have this sort of codependence with patriotism. Is it a question of people being or wanting to be seen to be holier than thou? Is it simply upbringing? Is it a way of proving oneself to one's neighbours, of being accepted, of being acceptable? Of course, I'm sure that you're familiar with all of the ribbons, the the myriad of ribbons on the back of cars at the moment to support anything from stem cell research to supporting the troops. You come to a point where you don't actually know what these guys are supporting at all. You have to read the fine print, which is sort of beside the point, really. So yes, why do you think that America has a love affair with flags? That's my question to you. I'd be very interested in hearing what you have to say about that, because I find it a fascinating question from a European perspective, where flags tend to be left to Nazis, official buildings, and special holidays. All right, thank you very much, and look forward to hearing from you. Peace.